At Gatwick Airport, holidaymakers have just returned to the UK from Ibiza. Young travellers visiting the party island are often stopped and checked for the presence of drugs on their return. The baggage of one such passenger has tested positive for the presence of cocaine and amphetamines.
Okay, so it's very high, it just went off the scale. Yeah. When I sort of asked him if there's likely to be anything there, he got very tetchy.
Yeah, he's been quite tetchy since.
Okay.
Due to the unusually high reading, Officer Andy decides to take the passenger for a strip search.
Right, sir, I'd like to have a word with you in a private office, please.
Okay.
Okay, if you'd like to come with me with your bags.
All right.
Thank you.
Can I just ask, do you know how long this is going to be?
Difficult to say at this time, okay? I'll explain everything when we get in there, yeah.
Andy's colleague Kathy has gained some important information about the passenger's health.
He's narcoleptic and he hasn't had any medication. He hasn't eaten or drunk for 2 days. So he's come back because he started having mini seizures.
Right.
So just be careful.
Yeah, okay. Can you let the senior officer know?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Right, my colleague's just said to me that you suffer from epilepsy. Is that right? Yeah. And are you actually okay at the moment, or?
Well, I've come back to get home and sort things out. I've been up for 2 days. I'm getting medication right now.
Do you need medication urgently?
Not right now.
Okay, but for a few minutes you're okay?
Yeah,
No.
Despite his health issues, the passenger is happy to proceed with the search.
You've got the right to object, okay?
No, that's all right. I'll get home and done with it.
Thanks.
As well as a strip search, the man's shoes are taken away to be swab tested. A drug hit from this test may suggest he's carrying packages inside his body. And with another extremely high trace, the man has more explaining to do.
Train's all right?
No. Still coming up with traces of cocaine. So you've been taking or using any controlled substance?
Why would your trainers be?
Check, open them up.
No, it's not a case of that. It's like you might have stuff inside you.
Inside of me?
Yeah.
Do an X-ray on me.
An X-ray will be the quickest way to know if the man is telling the truth.
Okay. Right, because of that, okay, I've got to arrest you.
You can arrest me?
Okay, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the illegal importation of a controlled drug.
Okay.
I must caution you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
The man's fate now hangs on the results of the X-ray.
So what I'd like you to do is breathe in, hold your breath, and it will carry you along to the end. And we'll stop, okay? And be as still as you can. Breathe in. Very still. It's great. Yeah, come out. Thank you. So, yeah, you haven't got anything. I appreciate your cooperation.
That's all right.
Thank you. So you're no longer under arrest. I don't know about nervous, but you seem quite edgy and trying to hurry me up. You know that. I mean, some passengers are like that anyway, but that's how he seems. So all in all, I thought there was some reasonable grounds, you know, to search him. But anyway, I appreciate your cooperation.
With nothing found on the passenger, he's free to go.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. Bye then. Bye.
Every year at the port of Dover, millions of passengers make the crossing to the UK from France. Border agency officers work tirelessly to check vehicles entering the country for illegal items. Today, a British passenger has just arrived home after driving back from a holiday in the south of Spain.
Are you travelling with anyone else at all?
I went over there with my dad, but he just didn't drive back really.
Okay. What's your dad doing now?
He's still there, getting drunk.
Okay. Do you have any cigarettes, any tobacco goods at all? 200 cigarettes.
Sniffer dog Cheska is brought in to assess the man's car for any cash or traces of drugs. Large sums of cash brought into the country is checked to see whether it has links to criminal activity.
Sorry, Hamish, she's got €1,000 in the vehicle. Do you want
Right.
it now, or?
Yes, please.
Okay, if you can just
just do that, please, Stu.
Yeah, just wait 1 second
Sorry,
till I finish the car. Thank you.
Would that be everything out there? Why would that?
Okay, Mick, do you want to get that money out?
The man fetches an envelope of cash from the front of the car. Suspiciously, he also brings out some sugar in a plastic bag.
So it's €1,000. So,
Oh, it's more than 1,000 euros. My father's asked me to bring it home.
so how much is there then?
€3,000.
3,000. Okay, and whose money is that?
That's my father's. He thought he was going to need more than he did.
With the man's story starting to change, Cheska is brought in to do a thorough check inside the car.
Come here. Come here. Good girl.
And it doesn't take long for her to make an indication on something hidden deep within the boot. As the evidence starts to rack up, officers move in to examine what Cheska has found. Concealed in the side of the boot is an envelope containing a further £1,400 in cash.
It could be various reasons. It could be if he's got something else in the car. It might be money for bringing drugs in. He's put it in the car to try and hide it so it doesn't get picked up. Obviously, now we're going to have a little bit look further to see if we can find anything else in the car.
As officers continue with a thorough search, there are growing concerns about the man's erratic behaviour.
He's laughing. You can hear this tapping in the background. That's him throwing this bag of sugar. People try and look and try and act normally, but in fact it just doesn't look normal, does it? So his story, the way he's acting, the dog indication, the concealment in the car, it all points in a very, very strong direction of there's something concealed in the car.
It's early afternoon at Bristol Airport. A flight has just arrived from Malaga in Spain, and officers are x-raying bags to check for any illegal goods. One bag appears to be full of cigarettes, so a description is radioed through to the officers inside the terminal.
It's a black bulldog, and it's got the Chelsea bank under it.
Okay, I'll pick it up, thank you.
The bag is placed back on the luggage carousel, and Officer Erica waits for the owner to pass through the customs channels.
Hi guys, are you travelling together? Yeah, can you just step this way a second? Where have you just arrived from? Malaga. And how long have you been away for?
4 days.
4 days? Was it holiday? Yeah. Okay. And I take it this is all your luggage?
Yeah.
You packed it all yourselves? Yeah. Fully aware of all the contents? Yeah. Okay. Did you purchase anything over there that you brought back with you? Any gifts for anyone? Cigarettes, tobacco, alcohol?
Kids and t-shirts.
Right, okay, so no cigarettes and tobacco? Okay, and who are they for? Both of you? You both smoke, do you? Okay, and how much have you... You don't at the moment?
No, she's pregnant.
Oh, right, okay.
Ain't going back to Spain.
Right, okay, so how much have you got?
How about I got?
How many cigarettes, tobacco? How much have you got?
Quantities of cigarettes purchased in Spain are only allowed back into the UK if they're for personal use. The couple will need to convince Erica that all their tobacco products are for themselves. As the bags are checked, the packages just keep coming, raising the suspicion that the goods may not be for personal use.
How much did all of this cost you? So, you are the only one that smokes at the moment, yeah?
Basically, I smoke rollies.
Yeah.
She smokes and takes. She's offered us something, but I'm not going back abroad, so basically I wanted to buy it.
Oh, right, okay. How long do you expect this to last you?
6 months.
Yeah? Do you normally bring stuff back when you go abroad, or?
If we go away to Spain, we do, yeah.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Have you got any rolling papers on you at all?
On me?
Yeah. No papers? No? Okay, you've got an open packet there, though, have you? Okay, if I asked you to roll a cigarette, would you be able to do that for me? Yeah? Okay, I'll just get some papers then.
If the passenger is unable to roll a convincing cigarette, it will support Erica's hunch that the goods aren't for personal use and they'll all be seized. Back in Dover, officers are still investigating a young man who's been found with £1,400 in cash hidden in the boot of a car. Swab tests are conducted on the steering wheel and on a bag of sugar the man has been clutching. Officers want to find out whether he's come into contact with any drugs.
So this will read different types of drugs, basically everything that is prohibited coming in. Nothing on the steering wheel, so this one's come off the bag of sugar. And there's no trace on either of it. So maybe it is just sugar. It's a bit worrying if he's lobbing half a kilo of coke around in the car.
Despite no trace of drugs, officers are still concerned the man isn't telling the whole truth. The search of the car is taken to the next level.
Obviously, we're just putting up on the ramp now to look underneath, because when it's down on the floor, you can sort of look underneath, but you can't get a full picture, just to see if anything's been placed in the natural space underneath the car. Obviously, you get like the sump guards. Obviously, sometimes the more expensive cars have covers underneath, just to make sure that's not being utilised to smuggle drugs.
Further suspicious information comes to light that the car actually belongs to the man's godfather.
Can I pin you down more to what your godfather? Because this is his car that you're in.
Yeah.
Because this money's been found in it, which we'll talk about in a minute. What can you tell me about it? Is he your father's friend? Is he
He's just very, very from my father's best friend.
Is he retired?
I've no idea. I barely even talk to the man.
Why is that? It's just Dad's car.
I don't know. I was just barely best friend, isn't it? I've just got nothing really in common with him, you know.
The man claims to know nothing about the cash found in the boot of his godfather's car. Despite a number of suspicious signs, with no concrete evidence, officers are forced to release the man with all of his cash.
The outcome's very frustrating because there's something not right there. The officers had a good look at the vehicle, and what more can they do, really? And that's the frustration.
Back at Bristol, a couple importing thousands of cigarettes are trying to convince officers they're for personal use and not illegal resale. The male passenger has been asked to roll a cigarette to establish whether he himself is a smoker.
Do you normally roll them yourself?
Yeah, but I'm not doing my shake.
No, basically there's a guideline amount. We've got to satisfy ourselves that it's not for any other purpose than your own personal use.
After 2 attempts, the man has produced a pretty unconvincing rollie.
All right, I'll be back in a second then. That's his second attempt at a cigarette.
Okay. If that's what you
Yeah.
think, it'll last them about 2 years.
Erica remains unhappy with the couple's story.
Right, based on the amount that you brought in, you're not over the guidelines, but I'm not entirely satisfied. Obviously, you're bringing in cigarettes, even though you're not going to be smoking them for a certain amount of months. Okay, what I want to do is just interview you both, okay, and ask you some more questions. You're not under arrest or anything like that, so you are free to leave, but obviously if you do go, the goods stay here. Oh, right. Okay. So would that be preferable?
Go away and come back, that'd be better.
Yeah?
Leave everything, or can you take all the facts with us or not?
No, you have to leave everything here. What we do is we detain it. I'll write out a detention notice for you. I'll just do the paperwork, okay? And then you can just sign it and we'll go from there.
Excellent.
Okay, yeah?
The passengers decide that their time is more precious than their €1,800 cargo and choose to leave the airport empty-handed.
It's hard to tell. That's why we carry out the interviews, go into a bit more detail. You didn't really do a successful attempt at rolling a cigarette, to be honest.
As the couple leave the airport, they're given 30 days in which to arrange the follow-up meeting. For now, their goods remain seized. Birmingham Airport flies to over 100 destinations across the world. In departures, Officer Dean and his sniffer dog Max are on the search for passengers with large sums of cash. Officers are permitted to question passengers carrying over €1,000 to ensure the cash has no criminal connections. Anything over €10,000 must be declared.
You got cash in your pocket there? You got cash on you?
Max has indicated on a group of passengers travelling to Pakistan, so they're taken aside for questioning.
Where are you guys travelling to today? Where are you travelling to, all of you?
Islamabad.
Okay, how long are you going to Islamabad for?
For 1.5 months.
1.5 months, okay. As customs, we monitor the movement of cash through this airport. The dogs indicate that you're potentially carrying cash. How much cash are you guys carrying?
I have 2,000.
2,000?
Yeah.
You got?
2.5.
2.5, madam?
22.
And you, sir?
1,300.
1,300? Okay, what do you do for a living? What's your occupations? What do you...
Yeah, McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
And you, sir?
Me, I live in Holland. I work in Holland.
You work in Holland?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been in the UK from Holland? Just come around here, guys. Just come around here.
2-3 days before.
Okay, what's your occupation?
I work in the laundry.
Laundry?
Yeah.
Okay, can you just show me the money, guys? Everyone, please. Thank you.
The passengers are frustrated by the questioning and reluctantly hand over the cash in bundles of €50 notes.
All the money you're carrying is your own monies, yeah?
Money. Because it's also Salab there, tsunami. I have to help people out.
Okay, that's fair enough.
It's my own country.
Some over here.
Right, 2 of them are from this country. You expect them to be carrying sterling, or possibly Pakistani rupees, but they're all carrying euros. So my suspicion is, and they're all carrying 50s, and could it possibly be that the money belongs to one person and he's asking his friends to carry a bit of the money each, so it looks less conspicuous? So has any of you 3 been in trouble with the police or customs in this country?
Yeah, me. Somebody took somebody on my passport.
So somebody impersonated you on your passport?
Yeah.
But you committed an offence, have you been arrested?
No.
You're somebody else but using your passport.
Else, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, just take a seat for 1 second. I'm just going to do some check. No, madam, you're fine. You take a seat as well. One of them does have history, unfortunately. He says somebody impersonated him using his passport, so he has a criminal offence. So we need to see if there's any other records linked to him or anything else.
As the officers run the necessary checks, the passengers will have to wait patiently to find out if their money will be seized. The information officers receive proves at least one of the men has been lying.
Assisting illegal entry into the UK. They said that somebody else had used his passport, so he's been locked up for 9 months for that. Anything else?
With a long list of convictions, there's even more suspicion about where the money has come from.
Should we just get back over and see what they say?
Aye, let's speak to him.
Come on.
I'll hang behind you. Well, you said you'd never been arrested as well. You've been motoring offences, burglary and theft, breach of community order, driving offences, no 6, 08, no 9.
That's it.
But that doesn't have
offensive wearing a
or something
public
else
place,
on the
possession of cannabis. Why would you tell me you hadn't been arrested?
I've already told him. Ask your colleague.
Asked you 3 times. Yeah.
He said to him. Then I told you. Yes.
You said to me somebody was impersonating you. That was the only thing you mentioned to me.
He said, have you ever been convicted with police? Did I say yes or no?
Yeah, you said yes.
Okay, that's it.
Like, I just asked you, has anybody ever been arrested? They all said,
you are together. Yeah, but you are together. He said to him, one is asking.
You're one of you are taking
Calm down.
one statement, other one is taking other statement. Why don't you both work together? Simple as that.
listen,
I am listening and you're talking different questions.
Calm down, madam.
Straight all the time. I am calmed down.
Look, don't go.
if I was going through an airport, my money was legitimate, I would say, this is where I got it from, this is how much it is, it's from this bank, if you want to check, like most people do with us. But when we come up against, you know, a kind of brick wall with people not wanting to discuss things with us, we think maybe something's going on.
You know why we have money? Because I'm going to marry him. That's why we spare so much money.
Okay.
You can also look in the back, there are suits.
It would have helped if you'd mentioned that sooner.
Yeah, but you don't. Why you think that people are carrying money?
You did not ask that why you're carrying the money. You just asked from where did you get it, why you got it.
You can see
The story just keeps changing. They mention that they're going there for the tsunami. And one of the passengers now mentions that he's going to Pakistan for a wedding, his own wedding. So we have a few discrepancies into the intended use of the cash.
What we'll do just now is we'll make a phone call through their boss and see what he wants to do, okay?
With the departure time looming, a decision needs to be made soon if they're to make their flight.
I know that there's no direct link to a crime in it. It's dodgy, but it's not enough to, I think, to make the decision. Okay, boss, cheers, bye.
It was a very tricky one, and we don't, unfortunately, time is against us on this one. The guys who done all the checks were satisfied. Thank you for your patience. That's it, okay?
Sorry I've delayed you. No problem.
We're just doing our job, guys, that's all it is.
On this occasion, the 4 travellers are allowed to leave with all of their cash.
There just wasn't enough evidence to substantiate that cash or any criminal link to it. We weren't entirely satisfied that the cash belonged to each individual. We still believe the cash belonged to one person, but because of the time constraints and the fact that they're based in another European country, we just couldn't do any further checks. So we let them proceed with their journey.
The port of Dover on the southeast coast of England is just 21 miles from Calais in France, the gateway into Europe. Over 6,000 lorries cross the English Channel every day, and with 18 million passengers making the journey each year, it's the busiest stretch of water in the world. But not all of the passengers crossing the Channel are welcome. Round the clock, the UK Border Agency has a presence at the port of Calais in France.
Good boy. Up here, mate, up here. Good boy, in this one.
With the aid of sniffer dogs, officers operate in force to protect the UK borders from clandestines, immigrants who attempt to enter the UK illegally.
The dog is trained to search for human scent. So a primary role at northern ports of France is to search for illegal immigrants who smuggle themselves in lorries and other vehicles in order to get to the UK. And the dog body detection dog is one of the best technologies that we have.
In the past 12 months, officers searched more than 1 million freight vehicles and found over 29,000 immigrants attempting to come into the UK. Tonight, sniffer dog Fergus and Officer Matt are searching a lorry bound for Dover. Fergus is starting to show signs he can smell human presence.
Is this an indication, is it?
Kind of, it's more of a disturbance indication, which means either the driver or one of our staff has checked the vehicle and there's some form of human scent still around there. Cheers, mate. Wait. Which one go find?
This time, nobody is found.
Ready? It wasn't an overly strong indication, but it was worth a look.
Officer Alex has continued the search of freight vehicles using sniffer dog wax. And it doesn't take long before wax makes one of his trademark indications.
We're going to get the camera in here because he's indicating.
Wax's highly sensitive nose appears to have made a positive indication for human presence just above the lorry's wheel arches. At Gatwick Airport, a flight has just arrived from Portugal. Officers are monitoring passengers disembarking the flight and looking out for any signs of suspicious behaviour.
Thank you.
One lone male passenger is of particular interest, as it's been noticed from his luggage tags that he started his journey outside of the EU.
As far as I'm aware, he's a gentleman that's come up from Venezuela via Portugal. He's just been away for a week. I think he's got a sort of last-minute ticket, only booked the day before.
The man says he's a minister who also works and raises funds for an American charity with a base in Venezuela.
They've got projects and they need funding and things like that, you know. I used to be a professional bike rider.
His short visit to South America causes concern, with Venezuela known as a country with links to the international drugs trade.
So when are you next going to be in contact with these people?
A couple of hours. I've already spoken to them on the phone.
Okay.
As Officer Tori continues to search the man's possessions, her colleague Gary comes across to swab test his suitcase for any traces of Class A drugs. And Gary's face says it all. The swab shows a positive reading for cocaine.
That's gone red, so there might be some form of traces of coke.
He relays the information to Tori.
Well, when I booked in, there was a
positive hits from coke.
There was a search at Crackers actually before.
Just wait there, I'm just going to x-ray this one. Gary says that it's got a slight hit of coke, so I think a rub down might. Let's see if I can get one of them done.
The X-ray of the suitcase is clear. But with traces for cocaine, Tori wants to take her investigation to the next level.
I'm going to start putting things in there. I'm just going to go and speak to my boss. I'll be back in a second. He's got no work ID on him at all. He's got a bit of an earmarked Bible, but other than that.
So I'd find it weird if you're registered, like working for a registered charity, you wouldn't have any sort of charitable ID if you've been on a charity
He's got
trip.
tons of stuff on his laptop.
The news is broken to the passenger.
When I was doing the baggage search earlier, one of my colleagues, you may have saw him rub a small piece of, that's what we call an iron track machine, and it's given us a small trace or a small hit of cocaine from the inside of your bag. So I've spoken to my boss and she's authorised like a security search. It's just like a rub down, like a pat down. Okay, so if you can follow me, please.
The man is led away to find out if he's hiding any packages. Back in Calais, Officer Alex and sniffer dog Wax have found something of interest within the wheel arches of a lorry bound for the UK. Wax indicates to Alex to investigate further.
Good boy. Good lad. Good boy. We've got at least one clandestine on top of the pannier. So you've got a box that holds pallets, wooden pallets for loading. And there's a gap in between the top of the metal box that holds the pallets and the actual trailer itself. So they're just laying on top of the pannier. Good boy. And what I'll do now is I'll get the dog out of the way and the guys can take a look.
Alex is delighted with Wax's find. The driver of the lorry, less so.
Okay, driver, you stay there. Okay, yeah.
For every clandestine found in his lorry, the driver and his company face a fine of up to £2,000.
Come on, hey, come. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Count 4 pairs of shoes here. Okay.
Right, we've called for assistance from the office and we'll have someone come down to help us get them off the vehicle, and we'll keep them contained until the French police come down.
5 people are eventually found hiding underneath the lorry. It's a significant find, but for Wax, it's all a big game.
Dog's happy. He's got his tennis ball, which is what he does it for.
The clandestines are lined up as they wait for the French authorities to come and process them. For some of them, this was their 3rd attempt at getting into the UK.
The French police have taken them away to the station in the port here. They will process them and then they'll possibly interview them to ascertain whether they can be removed from France back to their country of origin.
It's been another successful night all round, due in no small part to sniffer dog Wax. In Gatwick, the British minister whose suitcase has given a positive swab reading for cocaine has been taken for a body rub-down.
When he's saying that the charity he works for have paid for his trip, but he didn't like it there really. It's very vague about what he's actually doing. It's just charity work. What?
No drugs are found on his body, so his shoes are taken away for further swab tests. And with another positive reading for cocaine, the plot thickens.
There's basically a few inconsistencies with what's happened here, and that is the fact that he's obviously said he's a charity worker, he's worked for a charity for a long time, but he has no actual charity ID. Also, he said he had a lot of stuff on the computer which was related to the charity, but he now can't find it. The man who bought his ticket, he had said, was arranged by the charity. We now discovered that the man who bought the ticket is his friend who's meeting him outside. It's nothing to do with the charity at all.
With all of this in mind, officers decide to put the passenger through an X-ray. The positive drug hit from his shoes may suggest he's smuggling packages inside his body. However, his calm demeanour and full cooperation belies that of a drug smuggler. Passengers who've swallowed drugs will be arrested and detained for their own safety until all the packages safely come out.
If you just follow the officer again, you can take your bits there.
This time, however, it looks like the man has not swallowed any drugs.
I think this is all a bit too dense.
This is hip though, isn't it? That's your new hip replacement.
Oh, that is, yeah. But I mean all this.
With the last roll of the dice, Officer Kerry sends a team outside the airport to try and locate the person waiting to collect the passenger.
Yeah, we've sent 2 officers out to look for the guy that is supposed to be meeting Mr. Kerry, but as yet no one has showed themselves. They've not turned up to a call for his name or even the call for the meter's name. So we've just been given it a couple of minutes. If we hear nothing from it, I think at this stage, because of what we have, or rather what we don't have, we're probably going to have to let him go and just always be wandering, perhaps.
Just down the end there. Thanks for your time.
No one is found outside the airport. After a thorough search, the man is free to go. The hits for drugs are put down to contamination. At Gatwick Airport, passengers have just arrived from Kingston in Jamaica. The UK Border Agency has just been alerted to a medical emergency on board the flight, and Officer Chris is sent to investigate.
We're just rushing up to gate 59 now. We've received a call from the inbound Kingston flight that the lady on the flight has been vomiting and has collapsed. I've already spoken to the crew. She's travelling with 3 children, and she said she's been vomiting the whole flight. So they said they were going to call the paramedics, and she told the crew she was very worried because she'd been given something to swallow to bring back to the UK.
With a suspected drug swallower on their hands, paramedics are dispatched to the aircraft along with border agency officers who process the woman's arrival.
Depending on the woman's condition, she may go straight to hospital. If that's the case, officers will go with her in the ambulance. If not, she'll be processed here locally by Gatwick staff.
We're taking the kids, escorting the kids.
Yep.
I'm not sure where their passports are, but apparently
We'll look after the passports. Yeah. We'll go with you.
As the sick woman is attended to by paramedics, provisions are made for her children.
Children have just been taken through the controls, through passport controls and customs controls, and they'll be reunited or united with their grandmother. The lady, the mother, she'll surely be taken to East Surrey Hospital, along with 2 detection officers as well, and they'll stay with her for the time being.
The woman's health continues to deteriorate, so paramedics must rush her to hospital to assess whether or not she has packages inside her. If she has swallowed drugs, one burst package would take just minutes to cause almost certain death.
The lady's just been loaded into the ambulance. She'll be taken to local hospital. One of our female officers will go with her, and other officers will join her as well at the hospital. When she gets there, she'll be examined by the doctors to see what, if anything, she's got inside her. She's saying that she's a couple of months pregnant, which is, it's not an unfamiliar thing. We see pregnant women on occasion do swallow packages of drugs or have drugs inside them as well. And they think if they say they're pregnant, it will stop us looking further. She's been vomiting for several hours now, and it's not an uncommon reaction with people who have swallowed packages. It's just their stomach is having an adverse reaction to anything up to 1 kilo of foreign packages inside their body.
The woman is escorted to hospital by border agency officers who will monitor whether she passes any packages. Across at Gatwick's North Terminal, officers are busy processing passengers entering the country. A flight has just arrived from Trinidad and Tobago, and passengers disembarking the flight are being assessed by drugs detection dog Lottie and Officer Claire. Documents are checked at immigration, and passengers are questioned about the purpose of their visit to the UK. One passenger's story in particular has caused concern. A lone female has given a number of suspicious reasons for entering the UK.
Right, okay, we're going to go in here now, okay, have a look at your luggage, okay. First of all, I have to ask you if you've got anything to declare to customs.
No.
Any alcohol, tobacco,
No.
cigarettes?
Nothing like
and
that.
do you understand it's illegal to bring some things here?
Yeah.
Like controlled drugs, offensive weapons? You understand that?
Yes.
Got nothing like that?
Nothing like that.
Okay.
The woman told immigration she's planning to visit her fiancé before travelling to France. But alarm bells started ringing when it emerged she had just $60 to fund her entire trip.
And is this all of your luggage?
Yeah, that's fine.
Did you pack it all yourself?
My mom.
Your mum?
Yeah, helped me.
Were you there when she packed it?
I was in the bedroom. I was in bedroom getting ready.
Do you fully understand what's in the suitcases?
Yes, I
Yeah?
have my clothes.
Okay. Has anybody in Trinidad given you anything to bring here for them?
No.
And your friend is meeting you here?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. When did you meet him?
I met him last year.
Okay.
He asked me if I would like to come visit, so.
The woman seems surprised to have been stopped. And although she's cooperating fully, officers will conduct a thorough check of all of her bags to ensure she's carrying nothing illegal.
When did you get the ticket?
I got the ticket sometime last week.
Yeah. Why did you only get the ticket last week?
Oh, because he sent me cash from me.
Oh, he's paid for the trip for you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
A swab test is conducted on the woman's belongings as the search continues through her cases. And a trace reading for cocaine deepens the intrigue. With nothing else found hidden in the woman's luggage, Officer Kevin wants to conduct an X-ray to see if she's carrying drugs inside her body.
What we've got is a body scanner. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
You don't mind going through that?
I don't mind at all.
No? If we do that, and hopefully you'll be able to get on your holiday.
Kevin approaches his superior to get approval for the body scan.
I'm just going to body scan her.
Right.
She's, I've run it past her and she's quite happy to do it. Okay. Just to make sure.
Yeah, so she's going to do it as a voluntary.
Yeah.
In just a few moments, officers will find out if they were right to be suspicious. Back at Gatwick's South Terminal, an investigation is underway into a woman who became seriously ill on a flight from Kingston. After claiming to have swallowed something to bring into the UK, the woman was immediately taken to hospital. In the terminal, team leader Chris goes through the contents of the woman's suitcase.
So we had a message from the Gatwick airport. The airport operator's got like a control room that's manned 24 hours. The message we got was that she'd admitted to swallowing packages. She's now saying that she's not swallowed packages. So it may just be Chinese whispers, but also it needs to be investigated.
With nothing suspicious found in her suitcase, an ion track swab test is conducted for any traces of drugs.
And that's come up as a positive hit for cocaine. It's not saying she has come into contact with cocaine, it's just an indication that she may have.
The woman's circumstances are now even more alarming. Chris conducts an X-ray of her suitcase for any hidden concealments.
There's nothing in the bags from a customs point of view, other than the ion track indications, which does give us something else to think about. The next step now is to concentrate on the lady.
Officers head down to the local hospital to check on the progress of their suspected drug swallower.
When someone complains of stomach pains or anything like this, you know, as we said before, the medical assistance is the first priority, and if a medic dictates they go to the hospital, then they go to the hospital. From our point of view, we still have a responsibility, A, towards the passenger, to make sure there's no harm going to come to them, but B, we've got to safeguard any sort of illicit material they may be carrying.
3 UK border agency officers have been monitoring the woman's health at the hospital. When Chris arrives for an update, they're positive she hasn't swallowed any drugs. But nurses have made a shocking discovery.
Having spoken briefly to the nursing staff, it sounds like she may have been forced by her boyfriend to drink a liquid to try and induce a miscarriage because she's slightly pregnant. Again, it's only a vague story we've got, but nevertheless, because she's in our care, she's been detained by us, we'll need to explore that with her.
The woman was later discharged from hospital and was of no further interest to the border agency. In the airport's North Terminal, the female passenger from Trinidad is about to be body scanned to see if she has any drugs hidden inside her.
Okay, what you need to do is you need to stand on here like this, okay, with your hands by your side, all right? And then when the officer says, take a deep breath and hold it, and then this will move, and it will go through and then stop. Do you understand? Okay. Yeah, just go on there like that, yeah.
Sorry. Go very slowly, you won't bang into the wall. Are you ready to go now?
Yeah.
That's great. Here we go. I can't see any regular shapes, Kevin, to be honest, in the areas we're looking at.
No, I don't think so.
We're happy that she doesn't have anything inside her, which is the main reason for using the body scan. There's a possibility that she might have a package inside her bra, which has been known in the past. The definitive thing is to actually do a search, which wasn't done before this body scan. So we'll do that, and then we'll find out exactly if there is anything there or if there isn't.
The woman is led back to a private interview room where the search will take place.
Just take a seat over there. Okay, yeah. Okay, so what's going to happen is, okay, because we can't tell what it is, the female officer's going to search you, all right? Okay.
But it doesn't take long to find the cause of the abnormality on the scan.
You need to get a new bra, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs to be bigger. That's what the picture was. See?
Yeah, okay.
That's what the picture shows, you see.
Thank you very much again, once again.
The cause of the alarm is put down to the woman's bra.
All right, now I'm sure you had to go through that, all right?
Having completed both customs and immigration checks, she's free to continue her travels.